What is up, guys? This is your boy Phil Shocker, the 96 Hedgehog here with our Week 8 team matchup versus Rig Gaming is Glamsday Glammeows. I probably butchered that name, so I apologize. But this is a very, very important game for me in Rid. This, I think, basically will determine who makes playoffs in their division and who has to now basically win their last week to have a shot at playoffs. So this was a massive, massive matchup for both of us, and this was one crazy game. One of the most craziest, intense games I think I've ever played in my entire life. If you guys can, hit that like button down below and already subscribe to join the Phil Shocker crew today because you be thrilling with King of the Frill. So, as you can see, he pretty much did bring everything we expected. He did choose to bring Obstagoon, which I think was somewhat a viable option versus us, but wasn't the best option, if I'm being honest with you. But he did bring Mantine, which definitely I think was something I could see for him. But no, Sigalith was actually really good. And then no, what was it? Excuse me. What else was it? I honestly don't remember, if I'm being completely honest. And even though I haven't played this much recently, I just did a video with my good friend Zach and Zippy. Shout out to those guys. But yeah, as you can see, we had the idea of like bulk up, Grim, Iron Defense, Body Pressed, Wakan with our Corviknight, Guts Flareon, especially defensive, make weird set of sub-toxic kind of with our Gudra, Choice Scarfs to outspeed pretty much everything on his team, I think, except for the Jolteon. And I think maybe I don't outspeed Mimikyu. I probably don't outspeed this thing unless he's running Max Adamant, actually. And then this outspeed Insane. I should have spec credit for these two with the set, if I'm being completely honest. Then I would have just clicked some booms. And then weakness policy, Jellicent, and yep, so that's the matchup. So let's go ahead and just go ahead and get. So I ultimately go ahead and decide to lead off with my Gudra. I think Gudra was the best player here. Right here, I'm just going to go straight for the substitute right here. And I'm going to go ahead and click Shadow Ball here on the prediction. He's going to click Shadow Ball. I'm going to click Surf. I click Surf. I actually do get a max roll right there, which is really good. So I was really debating what I want to do here. I could have clicked Dragon Pulse, but I clicked Substitute, which was my best play here. Here, I probably should have clicked Surf, which was the best play. And right here, I'm in a situation. I can either Toxic Mimikyu or I should Surf Mimikyu. And I make a bit of a misplay here. He actually goes for the play rough to break my disguise here. I'll break my sub. I decided to go for the Toxic, which missed, and I was very unfortunate. I should have clicked Surf. That was the better play to make here. I'll go with my Corviknight here, and I'm just going to go ahead and go for the Iron Defense here. And then I'm just going to switch out because I don't want to take a chance here. And I get burned by Gudra, but it wasn't a burn I wasn't mad about, really, because, you know, it happens. He goes into his Obstagoon here. I'm just going to go ahead and click Dragon Pulse. There's no reason for me not to click Dragon Pulse here. I'm going to go ahead and click Dragon Pulse as he's going to take a big chunk of damage right there. He's going to drop down the 4 damage. So at this point, I have to basically sack off Gudra. He is actually going to 1s my speed, and I had to make a tough choice here. In the end, I did choose to go to my Surf Edge here, and I did choose to go for the Close Combat here. I, in turn, should have probably clicked the Knocked Off, which would have probably done, first off, would have broken the skies here and would have done more damage. But in comes the Sandaconda. He's actually going to G-Max his Pokemon right here. I'm going to click Facade to get some message in edge. He actually goes for the Max Flare, which is very interesting because I think he probably predicted me to switch out to Corviknight. Right here, I go for the Protect to burn off a G-Max turn. And then right here, he goes for the Max Mindstorm. So he's going to get this, try to get the priority out there. I go for the Wish, basically second off my Flare, which is not going to do much. And right now, it's right now 6-4. It's really not my favorite. I'm actually thinking I'm going to get 6-0'd here. He gets a crit Earthquake, which did so much to me. And right here, I'm going to click the Trick Room here. I'm just clicking Shadow Ball. There's no other play I'm making right here. And right here, I decided to click Shadow Ball again, as he's just going to click Air Slash here. And I'm not going to lie to you guys, this was pretty much a long and he actually reveals that mirror code here. And I'm basically just clicking these buttons and everything like that. So he just disabled on his mirror code. No, it's Scald, I think. No, it's mirror code or whatever. So I click Knock Off, getting rid of his heavy duty boots, actually, which is very interesting. Right here, I go to Jello here. I'm going to go ahead and just click Trick Room here. He actually clicks Trick Room, and my weakness policy activates. I go for the Shadow Ball, and then Mimikyu goes down. That was amazing. Rid was like, wait, what? And he tries to rear Mikaku. And this is basically a long battle. I knew he was Water Absorb, and I'm trying to wait. Because basically, I was clicking moves until he could. He goes for Air Flash, and he gets a critical flinch right there, because I actually went for the Shadow Ball that time. And right here, he clicks Shadow Ball again. And I click Recover. Right here, I should have clicked the Skull to see if he was going to click it again. He goes for the Mirror Coat and basically bronze me down to the point where I can now just lose. So Jello comes in there. I have to go to my Grimmsnarl. I have to risk it. I have to go for the Bulk Up. He does click Roost, which is safely on my end right there. I click Bulk Up again, taking another massive risk. He goes for the Scald. I don't get burned. I'm like, okay, I just got to max. I have to max right now. And Manton goes for another Skull. I'm hoping not to get burned. I don't get burned. I go for the G-Max Snooze, which is just barely out of range to kill. And right here he goes for the Skull. I have to pray to God not to get burned. I don't get burned. And we take out the Mantine. Ganon is well trained. And then comes his Sandagon. He clicks Iron Head here. He gets a big chip damage. I go for the Max Overgrowth. Now, there's a reason why I had Power Up. And that was, again, like another move I just wanted to have. But here's the reason why I had Max Overgrowth. In the late game situation, if for some reason he wants to spam Earthquake versus my team with Corviknight gone, I now have a way to stop that. Because he's more likely going to have Earthquake. Because I don't see him ready Drill Run or White Horsepower of any source like that. So by having Power Whip instead of the Terrain, I also give myself a little bit more recovery from my team as well. But in my mindset, I was like, oh my god, I'm bringing this back. I literally just killed 2 Pokemon, and I think that pretty much puts this thing near, like, still top 3 of the killers. But I'm going to go ahead, drop down, get some HP back, and in comes this Extra Drill. If he is Jolly Drill at maximum damage he does to me, I think without a Life Orb, it's 45%. With Life Orb, I think it was a damage roll potentially, but the damage roll was heavily in his favor, I think. But if he's Adamant Life Orb, he does knock me out, even with my +2 defense and my Impish Nature. He is Life Orb, and he's going to knock me down. And right here I go Corviknight, and I actually click Iron Defense, and this is where that Wakam Berry change is going to come in. He's going to click Discharge. I can't get parried or I lose. I don't get the powerhouse. We body press. We kill the Jolteon. Extra is going to come in. He has no choice but to try to Rock Slide, flinch me. He doesn't get the flinch. Body press comes off again. And we are going to win the game because if he had Thunder Punch, he did not kill me unless he obstructed. And with that, Chicago, the Corviknight, the Chicago Corviknights and my man Zach's mascot coming in clutch, picking up the 2-0 win. And with that, I think we have 100% solidified our spot in the playoffs of RGBL. Oh my god, this was a roller coaster match, guys. With the miss right there, then the flinch, which was crucial because I was going to go for damage, and then I was going to click Recover, and then just click spamming Scald and stuff like that. Because I think it was fine to click pretty much just Shadow Ball. I just had to make sure I saved at least 1 Scald, just to make sure I can be able to hit the Obstagoon and stuff like that. But oh my god, this battle was, it was something, man. It was something. Corviknight, the GOAT, bro. Corviknight, the MVP. Him and Grimmsnarl have just become truly the MVPs of the team this season. Surface is working his way up there. Some of the other mons are working their way up there. But Corviknight, Grimmsnarl, dude, this combination, which was so crazy that I got, was by far the best combination I've had for a Fairy Dragon Steel Core. Like, I'm so proud I got this time. And finally, Jellicent got to do something in his matchup, which I'm so happy about. Weakness Policy Trick Room pulled out. I knew, because there was a guy that went by, I don't remember his name, but he always loved using Trick Room teams. He would always draft Necrozma for Trick Room and stuff like that. And he would random Trickless Room, Weakness Policy Jellicent, and it won him a match, and technically, the Jellicent won me the match, but it didn't win it for me. But Jellicent finally got to pick up a kill. It finally did some work against the team, which was, thank God. But in the end, we pick up the win with Corviknight, dude. G-Max Grimmsnarl chipping down the 2. Then we took out the Mimikyu, and then we finished up with Chicago. Guys, you gotta leave a like for that battle. You have to. But subscribe. Stick around for more fun battles. Until next time, guys, I'm Phil Shocker Hedgehog.